Good morning, everyone. Clint with Break Down Your Barriers here. And today I want to talk about don't be programmed by other people's opinion of you. And the reason for today's topic is because so often I see, and when I reflect back on my life, I realize that a lot of the things that we think about ourselves are based on other people's opinion. And the sad thing about all that is that, what we mainly pick up and what we get programmed with are the negative opinions of other people. I'm very open about my life. So, one of the things for me for the longest time was being told by almost everybody I knew that I was always going to be a deadbeat. I was never going to amount to anything. My own family turned their back on me and basically said, hey, good luck. If you make it, great. If not, oh well. And I lived with the stigma for a very long time. I lived with this mentality that, no matter how hard I push myself, no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to accomplish anything. But that wasn't really what I thought. That was what I was programmed to think because of other people's opinion. And it kind of grew in a lot of different aspects. Like I've told you guys, when I went to college, just finally made the decision to go to college, that everybody, the only person I had in my corner was my wife. Everybody told me it was a bad idea. Everyone said, oh, college isn't worth it. You're not going to have the time to do it. You're working 15 hours a day. There's no way you can get your degree. And thankfully, I had a support system, my wife, who was like, you got this. You can do it. And that's been in every aspect of my life. For the longest time, I took the programming that was from other people's opinion and I tried using it as a motivator. But the problem is I didn't disconnect from that opinion, if that makes sense. I pushed myself, I succeeded, but I always had the thought that I'm not going to make it, I'm a loser, I've done too many bad things or whatnot. And that became a self-fulfilling prophecy for me because no matter what I did, because I believed what everyone else had said about me, it didn't matter what I accomplished. I always thought I was what other people thought of me. And it wasn't until I decided to go, you know what? I don't care what other people think about me, that things began to change. I'm not saying all people are evil or people are bad, but people don't want to see others be successful if they're stuck. Plain and simple. People who get intimidated by somebody else's intelligence, by somebody else's drive, they're going to do everything in their power to beat that person down because of their programmed conditioning. And the sad thing is 90% of the people that are having this ill opinion of you or trying to program you to think a certain way, they think the exact same way about themselves. And there's the irony. They hate the way that they feel, and the only way for them to escape is to make you feel the same way. And how sad is that? People don't want to feel like POSs, but because they do, they're going to make somebody else feel the exact same way they don't want to feel. So going back to don't be programmed by other people's opinion. It's not easy. We as people seek, companionship and friendships. We are a social creature, and I don't care how antisocial you are. To some extent, you are a social creature. It's a fact. But look at what you're seeking. Look at what you're listening to. If all you're getting from the people you're associating with is this negative programming to think ill of yourself, you need to disassociate from them. And again, that's not always easy because sometimes they're family members. I've had to cut off family members because guess what? I was tired of the negative connotations. I was tired of feeling like a bad brother, bad son, or anything else when all I was trying to do was better my life. And it's sad that people just don't want to see you succeed. They really don't. And I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why that is. But I think a lot of it has to do with their own program that they're conditioned to. Because mentally, maybe they went through the exact same crap and just could never shake couldn't shake that feeling of being programmed by other people's opinion. They couldn't. And so inadvertently, they're, portraying that onto you and the other people they encounter. You have to define yourself. You have to dig within yourself and discover who you are as a person without all the static and all the noise. And once you're able to do that, and once you learn how to not be programmed by others' opinions, but by being programmed by what you believe of yourself, what you feel inside of yourself, that's when you're going to be able to break those chains and start developing and start becoming the person that you're meant to be. I highly recommend this, and it is go find a mentor. Whether you have to actually go find one or if you follow someone like me, some of the mentors that I find so important in my life are like Les Browns, Jim Rohns, the David Goggins, Jocko Willink. All these individuals I respect. And I want to be like them because to me, they have done exactly what I want to do. They impact people's lives. They've taken their situations and built themselves up and, built an empire. And they're helping people. So find out what it is that inspires you, that you want to do, and find a mentor. Because here's the thing about a mentor. 9 times out of 10, a mentor is a mentor for one reason, because they believe in you. And because they want to see you succeed, because that's their goal as a mentor. And then allow that mentor and your self-discovery to program an individual and become an individual that is living their life to the fullest. Because that's what's important. People are never going to accept you 100%. It's just not going to happen. And they're going to say things. And it's going to get in your head. You have to learn how to block it out and focus on the things that make you happy. Trust in yourself to be the person that you want to be. Because nobody else can do it for you. Just you. My challenge for you today. Are you being programmed by others' opinion? And if so, why? And that's a question you got to ask yourself. Why? And if you want that to change, map out how you're going to change it. Because you are not other people's opinion. You are you. And you need to look within yourself. And you need to start realizing that the only limitations and the only true definition of who you are is based on how you act and what you believe about yourself. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.